I don't know where everyone else is at the moment, but apparently we're live. So I'm just going to roll with it. So, oh, Gwen, are you finally joining me?
Yeah, we're having technical difficulties. StreamYard's been doing that today for some reason. Sorry about
That's
that.
fine. It is what it is. So how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You know, living life day to day. Can't complain. And if I did, who's going to listen?
You're so funny.
But just being honest, so tonight I'm super stoked about the guest that we have coming on tonight. Let me tell you, I can talk to this guy for hours. And hang on, I got to take this phone clip off my belt because that was not a good spot. But so tonight our guest is the historic ghost hunter Adam Began. I love this man to death. He is a great person. The first time I ever did a public speaking event, he was my kind of cohort. He was the loud yin to my quiet yang. I mean, we have this equaling out point where he is good. And I don't have the vocal skills of someone who was a front man for a metal band, and he was at one point. And so I'm really looking forward to this conversation. He's the founder of the Historically Haunted Booking LLC, as well as the Historically Haunted Vodcast. And, you know, this guy is all over the place. And he's such a good guy. And let me tell you, when he gets on a tangent, it's very difficult to stop him from talking. But I'm looking forward to this conversation. He is one of my great friends. And I was also, for anyone out there who wants to go into the Historically Haunted Booking LLC, I was his first client. So I love him to death. My guest tonight is the great Adam Began.
Oh, what's going on, guys? I was listening. I just wanted to do a little fucking thing. Fucking A, man. Yeah, dude. The first time I was ever on a show ever, like, was on Reverend J, Love, Light, and the Paranormal out of a Nevada radio station. And Nate was the co-host. We knew each other kind of before that. We kind of grew since then. And since then, he's been my guest. I don't know how many times. He's co-hosted shows with me and asking me. Now he's got his own. So
three times, I think. And I think twice I've co-hosted.
Hello, Miss Morgan.
Hey, Morgan. But
I was there when Morgan kicked Nate out of bed in Salem at the Salem Paracon, and Nate fell on the floor, and Morgan did my edit. They're just like, what was that thump? I said, I think Nate fell.
I tripped over. Look. In my defense, I went to get out of the bed, and I slipped on a fucking sock.
Yeah.
It's an old house in Salem, so if you fall, the whole thing shakes like an earthquake. They're built old,
that's a fact. That's a fact. But Adam, I think we can all agree that the floors in that house, they were very well waxed.
That's right. It's set up for failure. Danielle's my newest client. She's with Illuminate. Of course, Nate was my first. This booking thing I've been doing for 3 years now. I've been pimping out Nate for 3 years, and it's hard to keep up with this fucking cat. So, Gwen Jones, Nate Elwell, how are you guys, man? Thank you for having me. Pleasure.
You know what, man? I'm doing great, and I'm finally glad that we were able to get this kind of like, I guess you could say, secondary full circle going, because I was the first co-host for the first show you were ever on. And if I'm not mistaken, I was the first guest for the Historically Haunted Vodcast, if I'm not mistaken.
You've popped my cherry a couple times.
Dang.
And now I've got you coming back to my show for the first time, which would be first of, I hope, multiple times. And let me tell you, man, we have always had a good repertoire, but I can tell you, the first time I met you when we walked up in Salem, my initial thought was, holy hell, this dude's a lot shorter than I thought he was.
No shit. I thought you were going to say thinner. That would have been good. But yeah, shorter. I'll take that.
So of course, we both know our shit. You are thinner than what I thought you were.
Oh, I'm just playing.
I mean, that's valid.
I'll never forget that because, I mean, dude, we've done so much together. And here we are, September 6th, my birthday, September 6th in Augusta, Maine at the Civic Center. We're going to be speaking at 5 p.m. on a panel, you and I, again.
Yes.
So I don't know, man. I mean, I hate to say Morgan, but I think I'm more Nate's man than you are. Or wait a minute, how's that go?
So now Morgan sits in competition, man. You opened up that can of worms.
Hey, it's 9:30 at night. All the kids are in bed. We're good.
No, you're good, man. I love you, brother. You know I do.
Watch your show. I think a lot of people think highly of you guys, what you're doing with paranormal, the Unveiling here, the Unveiled podcast, your network in general, everything Gwen does. So, yeah, man, I'm jazzed. Fucking Lauren, what's up? Just get the Radicals of Torah this past week. It's been 3 days.
So, the way my podcast works is we're just going to cut the formalities and we're going to jump into the hard questions. So,
hit me.
Who is Adam Began when it comes to the paranormal? Like, I know you do a lot. Okay, I know you have your historically haunted vodcast. I know you do your Stephen King tours, and I know you're also an avid historian as far as researching history. I know that your expertise is Maine, but I do know that it does extend beyond Maine. Like, I know you've been to the Madame Cherie Castle ruins and stuff like that. So, who is Adam Began when it comes to the paranormal?
Keep it up, Adam. I'll be in Maine too. We'll probably fight over Nate. You're gonna fight over Nate? Oh boy, people might pay to see that prime time. We could make some good money and split it, Morgan.
I'll buy a ticket.
I'll
see that. For Christ's sake. Nate will be bringing out there, be rubbing your shoulders like in Rocky, be feeding you water. Get him, Rock. So, honestly, dude, that's a great question. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you know me. Obviously, this is a question for people that don't know me. I have a new fan base, not a fan base, but your fan base is getting to know me. Everything. So I appreciate new people, new followers. Dude, as you know, I've been in this a while. I saw my first entity at about 8 years old. I believe it was my grandfather. After my mom died in 1988 in Lisbon, Maine. And then I saw my first dead body when I was 15. My other grandfather died in Lewiston, flatline in front of me. So that brings you two ways. You either go running for the hills, religious, fucking, or which I am, but I'm not.
Embrace the darkness and kind of go towards it.
I want to find out where the fuck we go. Am I going to see my mom again who passed away? Am I going to see my cat? Am I going to see my grandfather? Is this all for naught? We're energy, correct? So we must move on. So I don't want to just go into a place and go, and I used to be in the paranormal teams, and no diss against anybody, but I don't go in going, what color is my t-shirt? And, say my name backwards. I don't go in for that shit. I go in to go, Mom, does someone know me? Not that, like you said, historian. I didn't go to college, bro. I'm a fucking Lisbon high school guy. Same high school as Stephen King.
Here's the thing: you don't have to go to college to be a historian. As long as you know how to properly research, that makes you a historian.
I forget Gwen's here because I can't see her talking. Do you have a question, Gwen?
Well, I'm in the woods, so my video's not working well today. So.
I know. We noticed that. It worked earlier. We were talking pre-show. I don't get it. Right?
It's lagging.
It happens. But here's the thing: is you don't have to be a college graduate to be a historian. Good example. I didn't graduate college, but you've seen my file on Medfield State Hospital. Like,
oh my God, you're good at that. Yeah, you're good. I get the brick you sent me. I was looking at the piece you gave me.
Oh yeah.
Where the fuck is it? I got it somewhere. The piece you sent me from it. Yeah, the glass. Well, that's just it too. Glass. It's like, I mean, you can go to a place and be like, oh, cool. Lizzie Borden's cool. I spent the whole night there. It's awesome. But I want to know when the house was built, who lived there prior, who lives there now, what's happened since. 2 people have died in that building since Lizzie Borden killed those people. Someone died, yes. I believe, of a hatchet or something. So there's odd shit. And I think, man, as much as I love Stephen King and I love oddball shit, I love real shit too, to find out what the fuck's going on.
Since you brought up Lizzie Borden, can I ask your opinion on something about the U.S. Ghost Adventures purchasing the Lizzie Borden house? And for me, like, you had a different experience than I did when I went to the Lizzie Borden house. When I went to the Lizzie Borden house, I recreated Mr. Borden's body on the faux couch that they have, because we know it's not the real couch.
No.
But I also slept in the spot where they found Mrs. Borden's body. And I experienced
on the floor in the murder room. Oh, no.
I experienced nothing the whole night. Like, it was a very quiet night, but we both know paranormal activity, it acts out when it wants to act out. And maybe I had a bad night. So do you think it is very distasteful for this Ghost Adventures US or whatever they call themselves that have purchased Lizzie Borden house to possibly tear down, well, not really tear down, but tear apart the gift shop to open up an axe throwing?
I was just going to say that, the axe throwing fucking pit. it's a mockery of, okay, I get it. It's like, well, it's kind of like, dude, people fucking died, dude. And they still to this day don't know who did it because Lizzie was acquitted. So these fucking guys died. Other people died. There she is. What's up, Gwen?
I think it was the uncle.
Welcome to the show.
I think it was the uncle, personally.
Uncle Morris, the Morris room.
Yes, I think it was the uncle.
But I think, like, you're making a mockery, dude. That's like going to a place where people are hung and doing a noose fucking tossing contest. Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
No, it's stupid. Am I wrong in that?
No.
I agree.
And the way that they bought the Villisca Axe Murder House, the same company is now trying to make a connection between the Lizzie Borden house and the Villisca Axe Murder House.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought the guy
Yes.
did podcast owned he sold it?
He did.
In Iowa,
So,
yeah.
But here's the thing. To sit
No
there and
shit.
try to say that there's a connection between the Lizzie Borden house and the Villisca Axe Murder House, I'm sorry. That's just ludicrous.
Totally different concept. Middle of America as opposed to East Coast. Not even close to bias. Nothing to do with the people. Same different. The Axe Murder House was 1920. Lizzie was 1897. So suck it
Thank you.
sideways. You're off.
Thank you.
And
So-
that's like, people think H.H. Holmes was Jack the Ripper in Europe. They think that he's the one that was over there and killed people. And his grandson, Jeff Mudge, I had on my show.
Yep, Jeff is amazing.
You know, he thinks
He's
so
amazing.
too, but he can't prove it.
You can't.
Oh,
But-
sorry. I forgot. My bad.
I saw nothing. But
It's a cigarette. I don't know, shouldn't smoke on camera.
Adam,
Real
I
quick,
saw nothing.
this is a great moonshine that I got as a gift from Danny and Lauren Perez, the Radicals, by the way. They gave me a whole thing of flight of moonshiners for the tours and stuff that I gave them in Derry, Maine. So, Danny, here's your moonshine.
I'll tell you what. As long as Gwen is willing to forgive it, I'll forgive it. We'll go that.
Okay, we can edit it
It's
out.
fine. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
Okay, then
I
you
have a
do
good
what you
time and I
gotta-
get loose.
Nope, you're good, brother. You're good. If Gwen says it's fine, then you're fine.
Oh,
It
Gwen's
is
cool.
fine. It is fine.
Oh, I owe you one, Gwen. You know that.
Yeah.
But no,
he's-
it's like it's ridiculous to me for people to think that you can connect the Lizzie Borden murders, which happened 30 years, maybe 40 years prior, to the Villisca Axe murders. I mean, that dude had to have been 90 years old.
No coincidence. It's just
Who
it's just the same type of murder. I mean,
So-
dude,
so-
that's like
so-
saying
so-
the girls that got killed on Smutty Nose Island by an axe murderer. Remember those sisters buried in Portsmouth? They got killed by that guy. It's just an axe murder. I know there's not a lot of them, but
So do you think that's a money grab?
of course, I'm not going to bring it up because I really don't want to get into it because it's a big debate. Annabelle, even the Conjuring House, all this bullshit is for fucking
Well,
show and prime time. Sorry.
Welcome to the Paranormal Unveiled, because I'm going to bring it up.
Yeah,
Well-
he's going to bring it up.
It's distasteful. As you know, Nate, you've known me for a while. I was asked by
I
Tony
have.
Spera to go to the Warren Con, and I loaded up Annabelle being
You
blessed
did.
by Wade Kirby on stage. And I've been there. I know Chris McKenna. I was part of the Warren Legacy Foundation. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying fact. And to
So
be
you
as an
are-
outsider and to know this shit, Lorraine, I don't think would be too excited about her being paraded. She's going to be with us in September, but is it the right
Is she
call?
really?
It's not for me to say, but I don't know if my opinion counts, but fucking yes, Danielle, thank you. So I don't know. I don't know, man.
It is what it is, man. You know what? In the field of the paranormal, I feel like a lot of the things that we see nowadays, they're specifically aimed at profit. They're not aimed at research. And I feel like for me, that's the thing that bothers me the most. Because you, as a historian who loves all of these historic places, like I know you've been to the gates of Stephen King's house. I know that you have seen the spot in Derry, Maine, I think it is.
Dude, I've been to Ocean-born Mary's house in Heinecker, New Hampshire, where she was born on a pirate ship.
It took me 3 years to find that place.
I took it. I mean, Heather went there right after Madame Cherise, dude. The girl was on board of a ship. A pirate took it over and said, somebody killed everybody aboard. The girl was giving birth. He goes, I won't kill you if you name that kid Mary after my mother. They named her Mary. Fucking, she lived. He came back, lived with her, died in her yard. You know the story. New Hampshire,
Valid,
Christ
I
almighty.
do.
That's not even part of my
Actually,
tours,
Adam-
but it should be.
I might know
Yeah,
a little bit
sure.
more about that story than you do.
You probably do. You're a New Hampshire guy, and you
Well-
do. I think both of us collaborating together could get New England down by far. Mercy Brown, the
I have-
vampire.
I have a book here specifically based on Ocean-born Mary. When
And her
it
grave,
come up
she's
to
in Maine.
Maine, when I come up to Maine, as long as you send it back to me for my library, I'll let you borrow it. And let me tell you, there's a lot of
honored. I'll wear gloves when I read it, like a little old lady.
No, don't wear gloves. But there's a lot of stuff in there that I didn't even know.
No shit.
And it's a very interesting read.
I like that. That's good to know. I think I'd be honored to read that. That sounds pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie, man. Yeah.
Let's talk about your Stephen King tours.
My what? People think what tour?
Your Stephen
See,
King
that's
tour.
my thing. And not hi Heather, that's my lady, Witch and Life
Heather.
Guide. It'll be 8 years, October 13th. We went to Friday the 13th on October 13th, our first date to see Friday the 13th at a drive-in 8 years ago. I love that lady. She saved me many times.
Heather is amazing.
You know Heather. Yeah, we partied together. We've gotten drunk and eaten crab rangoons with Thomas Patrick in Salem together. So.
I don't eat crab. I'm allergic to shellfish.
Well, you know what I mean. We get Chinese. You know, you're fucking too literal.
You're
such a dink. Is he always like that, Gwen?
Yes, he is. Yes.
No, my name's Adam Morgan. Heather's the one in chat. Is Morgan drunk again? So anyway, what was the question, Nate? I fucked up already.
So,
hey, Jamie.
Jamie,
I
what's
know
up?
that you are a huge Stephen King fan, and
all
the whole point of the podcast is to push you and what you do. So,
yes.
In this case, typically, I know you're used to being the host asking the questions, but
I know I'm not used to this.
I'm the host asking the questions.
I'm not used to it. It's going to remind me. I'm going to ask questions. When did you start in all this?
Can you tell us a little bit more
for the
about
show.
what
I
you
come
do?
on for you, right?
You gotta come on soon. I'm booked in January. But I'll get you on.
These Stephen King tours that you do, because I know you take people out to the killing site from Gage in Pet Cemetery, and there's also you take them to Stephen King's front gates, and
look at that. I'm way more stoned than dude. Nate's way more stoned than me, and he got this whole thing down packed over me, for God's sake.
I'm not stoned. I don't smoke, Adam.
Oh, that's right. You don't smoke. That's right. I tried so many times to get you to take my joint. You wouldn't do it. So honestly, dude, like I said, growing up in Lisbon, Maine, the same high school as Stephen King, and watching The Shining when I was 8, when my stepfather went hunting, and I watched the two girls come out of the elevator, my first horror movie ever. It's fucking stuck with me. And as you know, being sponsored by one of the guys from the Pet Cemetery movie that drove the truck, Donnie Green, sponsored my podcast.
Donnie Green, yep.
Getting to meet Marlon Taylor, smoking a joint with him. I got sponsorship from Dairy Killer Henry Bowers, so I'm hooked with it. So I'm at the point now where I live by Bangor. This way, 45 minutes, Mount Katahdin, and the end of the Appalachian Trail. No shit. And then this way, 45 minutes, is Stephen King's house in Derry, Maine, where 99% of his shit happened. Remember when, not to bring it up, not to be whatever, but remember when the gay guy got thrown over the bridge in the remake of It?
Yes.
That happened in Derry, Maine. A gay kid drowned because he was gay, and 3 people throw him over while his boyfriend watched just like the movie. And there's a bridge that's painted like a rainbow. So we went to that. We went to Stephen King's house. I went to the inspiration for the Pet Cemetery. He lived in Orrington, a house. You can look it up. I got all the proof. It looks just like the Amityville house. But that's where Smucky, his daughter's cat, got hit and killed. And that's where he buried a cat. And that's where his son, Owen King, almost got killed by a truck. And out back to Pet Cemetery. I brought Danny to that. And all that down the road, he leads to Hancock, the house, the steps that Victor Pascal got carried up. He's bleeding when his brain was coming. Dude, Ellsworth City Hall, it all matches up. The whole background, the guardrail, the bricks, and it's all free because it's public. So I bring these people there. I charge a couple bucks. And we go to a Chinese restaurant. We get hungry. We go to the the Oriental Jade, okay? Well, when they're eating, when the stuff comes alive in the movie, that's Jade of the Orient. They go on the menu. It says, inspired for It by Stephen King. Our restaurant is Jade of the Orient in the movie. They have the eyeball in the fucking fortune cookie for used in the movie as a prop. I have it in a thing. I took a selfie with it. They have a big thing about Stephen King.
I don't think
so. It falls into my lap.
It falls in my lap, and I want my fucking cookie, and I want my fortune. That's all I want. I don't want an eyeball.
Oh, I mean, it's good protein though. Eyeballs get a lot of protein. So, dude, I think you know what? Like, as much as I love the paranormal, and I actually been to the Axe House in Iowa. I've been to fucking, you name it, man. I've been to Salem multiple times. I've been to all these places.
I know,
I've been
and
to
I'm
the Great
super
Massacre
jealous.
in Massachusetts, Boston.
And I've told you this
great.
personally. I've told you this personally. I was super jealous that you went to Villisca and I've never been.
It was, dude, right when me and Chris Sanders went over there, COVID hit, so we weren't allowed in. So we went all the way to Iowa for nothing. But I get this, but we ended up going to other places. We went to, like, the Buddy Holly crash site. We went to the place where Bonnie and Clyde get in a shootout and Clyde's brother died by cops in Dexter, Iowa. I got all that. So that's what I figured. Instead of like doing the paranormal shit and being like right up everybody's ass, conjuring house, blah, blah, blah. Dude, there's 900 million houses that go, I'm haunted. We had people die here. Oh, hey. And I go to these places. I go, oh, they go, stuff happened here. I go, can I get a tour? They go, yeah, come on in. I go, free.
So,
you guys pay $300 for a night and I'll go free. How's that sound?
So before we get into my next question, like I do have a question, and this might be somewhat controversial. And if you don't want to answer, you don't have to. None of my questions here you ever have to answer. If you say you don't want
nervous,
to,
I love it.
Here's the thing: is like I've met Chris Sanders, and I have heard some very distasteful things. I don't want you to dispel your reputation, which is why I'm saying you don't have to answer.
Yeah.
Okay? But there are things that I've heard. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to spray it out here online because it's not my platform.
Like a skunk spray?
Do you think there's any truth to what I've heard, or do you think it's all rumors?
Probably truth. I'm not gonna lie, I started out a little bit. He kind of got me into the paranormal team with him. I saw some shit with him. I'm not gonna lie, I ended up going to some places and he were cool, but he did some distasteful shit. And I'm not gonna lie, no one's perfect, man, and I get it, but I just don't want to be involved with certain things. I'm not gonna name drop things, but
no,
I'm not an angel. But at the same time, there's just certain things I'm not gonna be involved with. Something like that. So. I said, no, I said, I got to bow out. And then when he started doing stuff with what's-her-face, Latrina, they did that repossessed thing in Portland. He did all this shit with Andy's Bar. I was friends with both of them, and them fucking guys cut me out. They didn't do nothing about it. Then they tell me, oh, we filmed, by the way. I'm like, oh, I wasn't involved. And then I was like, fuck you guys. I literally asked Chris and Dave Childress both to be on my podcast. I'm sorry. Out of everybody I've asked, those are the only two people to ever say no. Because I wasn't big enough. And I've had Sandy Johnson on, Mike Myers' sister, in the first Halloween. Also, the first Killed, not to mention Miss Playboy 74. You know, I've had Dr. Satan on, Walter Felon from Rob Zombie's movies. I've had a lot of bigger people. I'm having Leatherface on, who's coming to me. He's coming on my podcast next Thursday at 7 p.m. Brett Wagner played Leatherface, 2013 Texas Chainsaw. So that's why Dave Childress and them, you know, people love them and all that shit. I'm not going to talk shit. But at the same time, you say no to my podcast, I ain't asking you fucking twice. And you come at me, want to be on my show, you're getting blocked. And that's what happened. So I don't be in whatever, but I'm good, man. And I'm not worse than anybody. I'm not going to diss anybody, and I definitely want to change the subject. But as far as I'm concerned,
no, it wasn't asked in an aspect of disrespect. It was basically me asking because I've heard things.
Yeah,
and since I know you worked with him at Velisca,
unfortunately, yeah, we didn't go in though or nothing. A lot of shit fell through. And we weren't even really there to go there. Honestly, we were there for something else, which is why I got honestly disbanded because we weren't even there for that.
But also, like I don't
want to be a scapegoat for anybody. You know what I'm saying?
But also, like I said, this is the Paranormal Unveiled. We're gonna attack fucking hard topics.
Let's do it, man. Yeah, he went cross country to meet somebody. Let's put it that way. I thought it was for haunted shit, but he wanted to go with me because he didn't want to drive alone. He went to go meet someone, and I just wasn't cool with that when he's got kids at home and a wife. I said, all right, I'm out of here. I want to tickle your gigalanu. Thank you, Mr. Cooper. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Yeah, no, that's messed up. That's completely messed up.
Yeah, so, I got morals, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying I'm perfect by any means. I swear a lot. I smoke weed. I'm a sailor. I swear like a sailor. But same time, man, I know shit and I know what's up and I got a good heart. I've donated to charities the whole nine. You know my gig, Nate. So
yeah, I do. And it's like me, like right now, I'm sitting upstairs. I'm having a drink. I want to smoke a cigarette, but I know I won't in my parents' house. But I want to, and I did that in the precast. But I'm like, I don't really want to.
Mothman's watching you. You can't do it. The Mothman's
watching you.
Fuck him.
He's right behind you, not me behind you.
Who, Mothy?
Yes, what I said.
You know what? I cuddle with Mothy every night. Do you think he's going to tell anyone?
Oh, that's why he smells like you. Hold on, let me get some more moonshine. 1 minute.
You know what? The hell with it. I'm gonna light a cigarette. Gwen, do you care?
I don't care.
It's a good convo. I'm liking where this is going right now.
It's one of them nights.
It is. And this is kind of a different. It kind of took a strange turn there for a second.
See, I don't care. I've run my mouth before. I really don't care because I mean, if you speak the truth, it's Bobby,
brother, and that's why. And that's what I love about you.
Oh boy, Danny, what is this one? That's tart. Is that peach?
It's probably Danny's semen.
Oh, I hope so. It's a lot of protein. Oh, boy.
Danny was like, I'm going to eat a lot of pineapple before I make this one.
Yeah. But I tell you, man, to get back to the tour thing, if you go around Derry, Bangor, it's all incorporated. You can start here and go from Creepshow 2 all the way to Graveyard Shift, then back around to Inspirations for It, parts of Pet Cemetery. Out here goes Storm of the Century, Bone and Sin, come on in. That comes out to more things at Pet Cemetery. Then you come back around here to Thinna, Bone and, so you got all this stuff that wraps around. And there is a tour place that does it in Bangor, but they don't really leave Bangor. And I go all around if the money's there. I'm like, let's fucking go.
I'm going to require from you that when I come up for the main Paracon, you take me and Morgan on that tour.
I can bring you to King's house and I can do the Bangor stuff. Al Brady got shot and killed in 1937 by J. Edgar Hoover and the FBI.
Can I dry hump Stephen King's gates?
I hope so. I want to record it.
I want video and pictures of this, please.
Oh, you will, and they'll be probably going up on the internet at some point. Dude, one of my clients, Dustin Grammer, I just brought his book, The Structure, knew a structure over it. I threw it over Stephen King's fence. He signed up for Stephen King, and I threw it over his fucking vampire gates. And you can ask Heather and Danny that.
So I know I asked you this in Salem a few years back. Am I wrong that you and Danny, or it might have been you specifically, went to the gates of Stephen King's house with one of his books, and you wrote a signature in it, and you threw it over his gates?
I did.
Did you ever hear anything back from that? Like, was there any kind of backlash? Do you know if he even grabbed it? Maybe his gardener grabbed it. Who knows?
I've been there a couple of times during the winter because, obviously you go during the summer, it's a tourist trap. I mean, if you go to Stephen King's house and you wait about a half hour, not even, there are fucking cars from Wyoming and Wisconsin and New Hampshire, and they're all pulling up. It's literally, there's not a lot of people whose house is as popular as them, I guess. Is that right? It's a red house with towers.
Fair enough.
The gates get dragons and bats. It's kind of like, oh, there's King, but there's King's house. It's kind of its
a
own
beautiful gate.
But I go during the wintertime and I sit outside and read books, and Nomar Slivik went by, UFOologist from Maine, and he goes, "What are you doing, stalking King?" I go, "No, I'm reading Pet Cemetery. What's up?" He caught me. So I seen trucks go in and out, and I think I saw Tabby. I think I saw his wife one time. But last November, Joe Hill, who does Nosferatu, Horns, Black Phone. He did a reading in Bangor, Derry, Maine, and I went, and it was that night. And sure as fuck, he's my profile picture for a while. Stephen King shows up with his Bangor jacket. And I go, oh. I went to the same school as you. I started having Tourette's, and he just goes, "Not right now." And I snapped a picture of the back of his head. And I met Joe after. He said, "Oh, yeah, I had to, dude, I was a Hanson concert. Woo. Showed my breasts and everything. Man boobs."
It would not shock me if you did that, to be honest.
Oh, it's Stephen King. I go, "Went to the same high school as you." Oh, yeah, he's all about it. He's going to write me in his next book. I hope he does. So I went. So I wait for Joe Hill. We do an autograph, and I tell Joe I get a picture with him. I go, "I'd love to have you on my podcast." He goes, "Email my publicist." I checked out his publicist. I emailed him for 4 months straight, not a thing. So if I can get Joe Hill, that's a start, because I think King would watch, right?
I think you would.
And then, of course, after Hulk Hogan and Ozzy die, everybody goes, "What happens if King dies?" I go, "You watch your mouth. Shut your dirty mouth."
You do not put that shit into the air.
What dicks?
Yeah, don't put that. Mm-mm.
Why do people say shit like that? Bubble wrap Willie Nelson. Just shut up. Let shit happen.
I don't give a fuck about Willie Nelson.
Well, yeah, I'd rather have King any day. He donates money to charity still. He donates money to libraries. He's still with his wife. He's never cheated on her. He's good to his kids. I'm not saying false prophet, but if I'm going to idolize someone, it could be worse, right?
It could.
That's true.
Yes, Danny threw a pile of his books in a fucking plastic bag over. With me.
Danny, you don't do that, brother. I mean,
you know why, Nate? Nate, you know why though, Nate? Because we saw the newspaper in the yard. I go, someone's going to pick up that newspaper. Get the books by the newspaper, right? Someone's getting a newspaper. You're there. Someone's there. Newspaper doesn't deliver for free. So someone's paying for it because they're fucking there. So get that fucker right next to the newspaper. Clink. People will look at us going, "What are they doing?" I go, "Shut up, mind your business."
For the record, Adam, you have a first of anyone else. I have never smoked a cigarette on a podcast with somebody.
I broke your cherry just like you did mine. I almost like I hit a weed again. Danny, what moonshine's the clear one? It looks like urine.
Oh.
Is it really your urine?
It probably is urine.
It is sour.
Probably is.
Ooh.
So can I ask you, like, throughout this process that you went through, as far as doing your historical research and you doing your, what prompted you to start the Historically Haunted Booking LLC?
Oh boy. I'm not gonna lie, as much as I hate to give him credit, was probably Donnie Green, the truck driver in Pet Cemetery that drove the Redorenko truck that killed Gage. I had him as a guest because I found him on Facebook, and he was like, "Oh, no one really cares that everybody cares that I sang the Ramones. No one really cares. I was actually the driver." I said, "Come on my show," and he built me up. He gave me $1,000. I have a check still.
Yep,
Sponsored my show. Heather goes, Orinko's not trademarked. You should do it. He spent $3,000 and trademarked the name Orinko, get stuff. Then he comes to the Bangor con, which I got him tickets to. He goes, I don't have a booking agent. Be my booking agent. So I was. And he bailed on me. He went to the convention and he cut me out. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. I got burned by a Stephen King actor. So, yeah, not a big deal, but whatever.
Has there ever, besides Donnie, been a person you took on as a booking agent that you regret?
There's a couple
because they did you so wrong.
I won't say their names. I really can't say their names because I don't want to get like any sort of whatever. But there's a couple, and I think you know who I'm talking about. There's a couple here and there. And there's a couple that just haven't worked out. They've done a year because I've been doing it for about 3 years now. It will be 3 years September. And a couple have been like, hey, the first year didn't work out. But a lot of people don't have content. There's people like Nate who has TikTok, Facebook, podcasts. Yep. And then there's other people that just have one or two things that are kind of like, meh. Like the goat just backed out. Remember, I had a goat, my first ever goat. They just backed out. They want their money back, and they said, "Well, it's not really working." So whatever. So shit happens, and nothing against no one, but and of course, I'd say I got my favorites, but you're all like all my children. I can't just pick one favorite.
You can.
No, I love you all, man. You've always had my back. You were my first. Raph is great. Let's find out what Diego's great.
I fucking love Diego. I love Raph.
Oh, so many Thomas Patrick, who runs Paracons. Jeff. I'm getting a free table at Maine because it's just my client, not to bring it up.
We're going to talk about Thomas because he wanted to be the big spoon and I refused.
Well, of course. Thomas always wants to fucking be the big one.
But I figured
you know what's funny is like a lot of people it's all kind of like the same type of shit. So I'm trying to be like, well, let's get into horror movies. Let's get into movie filming sites. I have some people, clients that are not exotic dancers, but like spirit dancers. They dance with hula hoops and fire. As you know, Nate, I got some people on there that just do some people just do photography. People just make candles. Yeah. So I think there's room for a lot more than just investigators or just psychic mediums. There is a
room for a lot of people. I will agree with that.
Much love, Bobby. But I don't even do cocaine either. It's literally just ADHD and indica weed. That's it.
Yeah, we know.
Look at moonshine. So yeah, man, it's fun. You know, I figure life's the way I'm going to do it. You know, after my car accident and then coming back to life and then leaving homeless.
I was just about to get into that.
I'm going to be 46 and I'm September 6th. That's my birthday. I'll be 46 that day we speak in Augusta.
I was just about to ask you about that. So I know that you had an NDE, a near-death experience. For those of you who aren't, I guess you could say up to par on terms, but you had an NDE. So do you feel like your car accident gave you any kind of extrasensory perception, psychic perception? Because I've heard that some people have said that after they experience a near-death experience, that they come back gifted. But that may not always be the case. So I'm curious on your standpoint, from someone who has been through such a severe car accident and you had an NDE, I think you died for like, what, 20 seconds, maybe a little bit more?
Gwen, he's good. You picked a good one. This guy's good.
So let me ask you, do you think that your near-death experience gave you any form of psychic ability and or extrasensory perception, which would compare to the normal person?
He's fucking good. Good choice, Gwen. I've always said you need your own podcast. You've been hesitant for 4 years. Thank God you pulled the trigger.
They fucking twisted my arm. They strong arm.
I twisted his arm from South Carolina. Yes, I did. I did it. I did it.
Gwen's got that long reach, boy.
No, Dustin on me like I felt like I was fucking Rodney King.
Dustin, I threw Dustin's book over the gate.
He's thing to say. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. It's anything goes. Fucking Dustin, the one that just commented, he's the one whose book I throw over. He's my client. He's a movie director.
What
an
do you
actor.
think?
Oh, yes. To answer your question, I'm going off subject. To answer your question, Nate, I'm glad you said that. You know what's funny, bro? I've always felt attention to detail and all that shit, but I really feel like my memory has excelled, if that's fair. I don't think I'd know these places down heart 10 years ago, if that's fair. I feel like that heightened my ability to remember shit. I don't know why, but ever since then, man, holy fuck.
That's amazing.
I can remember, like, people go by, they go, oh, I'm going to, you know, Connecticut. I go, oh, where the Melonheads are seen, or down on the bottom where the bullfrogs died in that big bullfrog battle, and they have a bullfrog statue on the bridge, and like 3,000 bulldogs died. Or you go into where they had fucking Benedict Arnold Day, or where the UFO was seen, Betty and Barney Hill in New Hampshire. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the Rain Man of the paranormal. I can start naming off shit and going, Alaska, definitely Alaska. You know what I mean? Like, so I want to write a book. Danny told me you should write a book about haunted places, maybe your own shit. So I'm thinking about maybe a mobile historical haunted tours book, in case I can't bring you.
You should.
Why not, right? I mean, don't copy me, fuckers. Not you guys, but anybody wants
Just do it.
I might as well. I mean, Nate wrote his first book.
Is there a place in Maine that most people would not associate with haunted, but as far as maybe well known, that most people would not travel to, because there's this specific lore, or there is this, I guess you could say, an urban legend behind it. It's such as the Crybaby Bridge, where if you park your car, you turn it off, you flash a light 3 times, and then something pushes your car over the bridge to push it in neutral.
People put baby powder on the trunk and shit. I've heard of that.
Yeah, is there anything like that in Maine?
Couple things. In Wyndham, there's actually the state prison, men and women's state prison. The men one's a little bit bigger, believe it or not. But on the same road is 2 cemeteries. One is 2 girls that fell down a well. I forget the name offhand, which is not like me. But Brown Cemetery. Thank you, Adam. Brown Cemetery, where 2 girls fell down a well and died, and they're seen playing hopscotch at 6 a.m. I went there at 5:30 and waited for an hour to see them. It never happened, but who knows? But down the road from that is Anderson Smith Cemetery, where cars are seen with, if you park your car, doors are open, cars are pushed, lights are on, all that shit. But then there's other places where I live by Moosehead Lake, by Mount Katahdin, where people see Pamula, the great Native American spirit that watches over people, and of course the Wendigo. Stephen King writes about that's in Maine, and UFOs to boot. But right up top of Moosehead Lake is Elephant Mountain, where a B-52 bomber plane crashed, and 8 people died.
On that side.
And but you got to drive all the way up the mountain. It's hard to get to. A lot of people don't go for that, not so much the lore. There is Route 26 by Poland Spring, where Poland Spring water was invented. The Poland Spring Inn. Sonny Liston stayed there when he fought Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay, in Lewiston. On Route 26 is a hitchhiking bride that got killed on her wedding night when she got out of the truck and she got hit by a car. And it's supposed to be hitchhiking. So people don't go there. Some do, like me. I drive around like an idiot for hours, right, to see these people trying to get possessed, you know. but some people stay away. I mean, people say it's satanic or just crazy. I just want real shit, man. I think it's deep.
So can I ask you your opinion?
Yeah.
When people go to these sites that they claim that cars move on their own, right?
There's things on Google. I haven't myself, but
do you think that it is not similar to something that's called Gravity Hill, where the actual site is causing an optical illusion, where it thinks you're moving uphill, but in all actuality, as soon as you put your car in neutral, you're moving downhill.
Pennsylvania. I got a YouTube video of that. I've been there. We rolled uphill in a Subaru. Me and my friend Scott back in 4 years ago. We went to where they shot Night of the Living Dead in Evans City, Pennsylvania. They're coming to get you, Barbara. It's all still there. They have a big placard. So we stopped it there, and it's the real deal. And I think optical illusion, a lot of it is lore. A lot of it is here's me and Heather were talking about this. If anything bad happens in Maine a month to 2 months or less after Annabelle comes here, people are going to blame that fucking doll. You know it.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
If there's a car accident the next day, which can happen any day of the week, people are going to go, it's Annabelle. So I think it's all about perception, all about what you want to believe. I think we're in charge of our own fate. It's up to what you want to believe.
And I'm not trying to put this into the atmosphere, but I've seen Annabelle before. I have a poster up here where I've seen Annabelle.
I've seen the picture of you with her, yeah.
She's
been around more than the girl I went to high school with. Oh, yeah.
I don't know how much she's been around, but I'm going to assume it's a lot. I can tell you that if I leave Maine and I I'm not putting this shit out into the air, but I technically am by speaking it. If I get into a car, am I going to blame Annabelle? No. Not whatsoever. And I really hate. Also, I want your hot take on this. What is your hot take on the two comedians buying Ed and Lorraine Warren's house?
I mean, there's two things to look at it. And obviously, it's none of our business. I get it, but it's fun to just speculate. Of course, everybody and their brother is right now.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, my God.
I'm not asking speculation. I'm asking your honest opinion.
Honestly, dude, if I knew Danny and all of them, like I said, I literally have Tony's phone number, and I met Judy. I got a picture with Judy. If Danny's alive, that doll doesn't. None of that happens. As far as Tony and Judy do, I think they're getting older. As you know, Tony don't really talk to Chris, who's Judy's only son. So I think as people getting older, they don't want to leave it to people, I guess. And I don't know if it's money, if it's a bullshit scam. I don't even know who the fuck these guys are. I'm not going to lie. I don't really pay attention to that shit. Heaven knew who they were. I don't know these guys. I never heard of them. I'm not that cool, but I don't know them. So to have them buy it, it's like bizarre to me when you had Zach Bagans offer to buy Annabelle alone for $2 million 4 years ago.
Let me be honest, though.
I don't know what the fuck.
If you allowed Zach Bagans to buy it, the shit would turn into a paranormal circus.
Well, he is. They wanted sleepovers there. Annabelle, dude, Lorraine didn't want any of that shit. You know why, dude? Did Lorraine and fucking Ed do around tours with it? No, they kept that fucking thing away. When they did lectures, you know what they did? They brought pictures. They didn't bring dolls, the shadow doll. They didn't bring that shit. I love Tony and I love Judy. I love Chris Glorian. I know all of them. I've loaded up Annabelle. I know Wade Kirby, and they respect me and they get it. But I just don't think. I didn't get to meet her quite yet. She died the same year as my mom, 2019. But Lorraine Warren, I don't think she'd be happy.
So you think they're going outside of the wishes of the Warrens?
And I get it. Things move on. They're not there to defend themselves. You never know. And life gets old. But at the same time, it's like.
You're deflecting.
The thing is, okay, well, listen, yes. If that doll really is the real fucking deal, then yes. That thing should be kept away and put away. Not a fucking public spectacle. Shouldn't even be going to Maine. I shouldn't be saying that because I'm going to be there, and that's like, come to Annabelle. But I'm just saying, in my opinion,
questions.
I did the night with Annabelle that night in Monroe, Connecticut, and we did that thing. Went to the restaurant in Monroe, and I went and saw them. You can ask Kelly. We stayed at the Southington, Connecticut, where the haunting in Connecticut happened. It's an old funeral home. But we went there in Monroe, the town where the house is, and then Lorraine's grave is. We saw all that, and that was cool. But I never thought I'd go on tour to all these places. Then it goes there and the place burns down. And Dan fucking dies at 53 years old or whatever. And now, so I no, I don't think it's a good idea, but what does my opinion matter? But in my opinion,
at 53, we don't know his lifestyle.
Did they carry Robert the doll around? He stays in a place in Florida, St. Augustine. He stays in a mill in Augustine. He stays in a war fort
St. Augustine
with thousands of letters. So, yes, he does. You don't leave that. Robert Dahl's in a fort in St. Augustine, Florida.
He does not. He's not in St. Augustine. He's in Palm Beach.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Gwen, Google that.
Oh, he's sure. He's sure.
Really?
He knows his stuff. He
knows
his stuff.
St. Augustine.
It must be close then. It must be close then.
No. You're looking at about like 120 fucking 5 miles.
Okay, well, besides that fucking dude don't leave that place. You know that, right?
No, the doll does not leave that location, which is in Palm
It's a
Beach,
war fort. It's
Key
like
West.
and it's got thousands of letters of people apologizing for taking pictures of it in their life.
It does. You're right.
Yeah, but it's at Fort East. What is it? Martello Museum in Key West, Florida.
Okay, you were right. Florida. It wasn't a fort. You were right. My apologies. I knew it was close. She's at the lighthouse. You're right.
He knows his stuff.
That museum.
No, and it should.
Trust me, I'm getting a history boner just listening to him. Trust me.
I wish you wouldn't.
Oh, it's fucking 10 o'clock at night. We can talk like that. If any kids are listening, it's a parent should be letting them stay up.
I was fucking with you.
I know.
Like Robert the doll does not leave that museum. And yes, there's multiple people who have went there that have taken his picture and sent him multiple apology letters because they feel like their life has fallen apart since they took a picture with Robert. Let me tell you something. My life goal is to make it down to said museum and take a picture with Robert.
Of course it is.
Asking his permission.
Of course it is. You can make a TikTok out of it after. Static voices.
Yeah.
Just to see if said claims are true. Just like
And that's
people
like
who
with
take,
me.
just like people who take stones from Yellowstone. People have actually mailed back rocks that they took from Yellowstone because their life fell apart after they took rocks from the said location.
I haven't heard that. That's a new one. Thank you.
I have heard it, but I didn't know how far that went. Yeah.
No, that is a fact. People
That's
will
in
mail
Colorado,
back.
Yellowstone, I think, or Nevada.
So people will mail back these rocks because they say after they left the site, their life fell apart, but they wanted the memento. And they will mail them back with notes saying straight to the forestry department. I apologize for taking this item, but I have so much going on right now that I cannot explain that wasn't happening before I visited the site. That maybe this has some. So there is something as known as the curse of Yellowstone, and it's similar to the curse of Robert the Dog. I would love to find a curse like that.
That's a new one to me. I'm glad I learned something new. Yeah. There is Satan's footprint in Manchester where there's a footprint in the rock where the guy said he'd sell his soul to the devil if this rock would move. And move it. And it was moving. There's a footprint in it. Okay, I've been there too. I don't, as far as like I don't think there's anything like, I can't think of anything like a curse or anything. The witch's footprint, Buck's footprint, or brought Danny, where the guy got a girl pregnant named Colonel Buck in Bucksport, Maine, and he was married, so he called her a witch and had her hung, and she said she'd dance on his grave, and a footprint appears on his grave. But as far as like yeah, brought Danny there. You could see Fort Knox right across the river. Fort Knox, Maine. Not where the gold is, the other Fort Knox.
So, Adam, can I ask you, what is your opinion on cryptids? Like, what is your opinion on, like, Nessie or Ogopogo or...
Oh, this is a name you don't hear often.
Yeah, any form of cryptids that people think exist, not outside of Bigfoot. I'm talking about, like, Ogopogo. I'm talking about, like, the Mothman. I'm talking about, like, Nessie or... Winnie, the Lake Winnipesaukee monster.
Lake Winnipesaukee. Well, here in Maine, of course, we got the International Cryptozoology Museum, Lauren Coleman, who named the Dover Demon from Massachusetts. Oh, Danny just went this past weekend with Heather. They went and got a picture with Sasquatch with Lauren. And I worked there for a stint with Jean Tewksbury, another client of mine. She's a great cryptozoologist from Maine.
She's amazing.
Eastern Ghost Cast Research. That fucking woman is leading frontier for women in the cryptozoology field by far. As far as that goes, man, like Thunderbirds and shit. We had a big snake called. There's actually we have Casco Bay. There's a big serpent called Cassie seen there, and that scene. Check it out. Of course, you know Maine, right? By the ocean, Cassie is seen by mermaids and also pirate ships and ghost ships with supposedly Native American slaves on them that have crashed. So all the lore with the lighthouses and shit, I believe in all that. UFOs, man. Even the tooth fairy, I still believe in. I want to break my tooth out just to get a quarter these days, just to put on.
We all want to pull our tooth out to get a quarter.
Nowadays.
I have a multi-part question here for you. Number one, if I was willing to set up a camping trip next year to go to Lake Winnipesaukee, to look for Winnie the Lake Monster, would you be in?
You fucking know it.
Part two, if I forgot part two.
You forgot already? That's fine. As far as Winnipesaukee goes,
no, there literally was a part two, and I just can't remember what it is.
Well, Lake Winnipesaukee is by Meredith, and that's where they have the big bike run. They have Laconia Bike Week by Meredith, by Lake Winnipesaukee, all that shit. New Hampshire's known for a lot of shit. Of course, the lake monster.
Part two was we can go and look for Winnie one night. And how would you feel about driving? I think it's like 5 hours north up to the Wide Mountains. And we go and do a cryptid hunt for a creature known as the devil monkey.
The what? The devil monkey?
Devil monkey.
I don't know if I've heard of that one. What's that, by like the White Mountains and shit? New Hampshire?
Yeah, it's by the White Mountains.
Okay. Conway and shit. And like
North Conway.
Morgan, Heather, and I will rent a cabin. Yeah, for you three. As long as me and Nate and Danny can watch, I guess. What the fuck's that all about, Lauren?
So the Devil Monkey is specific to North Conway.
Okay. I should know this then. That's by Freiburg, where King lives and shit, with Freiburg Fair. I think I've heard this. You and I have talked about the Devil Monkey. Isn't that scene eating cattle and shit, dead cattle and
yes?
Okay.
For some reason, it escaped me for a short moment.
That'll happen. We're getting old, Nate. We're not getting young.
I am not getting old. As far as I'm concerned, I'm in my prime and I'm sexy as fuck.
You are sexy. I can smell you through here. I work with in a good way.
I hope you don't smell me. Danny,
what do you Danny, what do you mean when you work with the Devil Monkey? You calling that Lauren your Devil Monkey, or you mean you actually have like evidence?
Danny, you're invited to go on the hunt for the Devil Monkey. How about that?
Dude, I don't know, Gwen, if you talked to Danny yet, but that fucking cat knows this shit. Between me, him, and Nate, it'd make your head explode. Us three guys.
I love Danny and Lauren.
That is
Morgan, too.
Show.
Yes.
That is a future show.
What? Oh, yes. Oh, God. People couldn't handle that. Danny, I'm trying to bring Danny on tours, and the guy's name dropping shit better than I am. I go, man, I should pay you to represent me.
No, that is a future show. Myself, you, Gwen, Danny, and Lauren.
Oh, yes.
That's a party. I'll bring the protection, too.
You might want to, because I might impregnate you.
Well, hey, you know what? Here's hoping. We have a brilliant kid. Danny's heading up to the Kangamangas Highway.
I'm going to impregnate you.
Oh, my God. Definitely better get your looks, though.
I hope not, because this is not nothing to look
Morgan,
at.
I hope you hear these two, right?
Oh, my God. You'll get us. We just see us off camera,
Gwen. Knows how we are. Okay?
Off camera, Gwen, you wouldn't even handle us. You'd be fucking like calling the cops.
I pre-warned her how this conversation was going to go.
And I laughed.
Hey, can I reverse and play the host for 1 second, because I'm dying to ask you guys a question.
Sure.
Ask me a question. Ask it.
Let me ask Gwen one real quick. Gwen, what do you do what you do? What do you do all this stuff, like helping out, producing, podcast shit? You share and promote nonstop. You're live 24/7. What drives you to do this shit, man? I got to ask you, if you don't mind me.
This is what I was meant to do.
Gotcha.
And this summer I have traveled. I've seen Nate in person twice, met Morgan, thank goodness. Saw Danny and Lauren.
Yes. The myth, the man, the legend, Nate Elwell.
There you go. And I've traveled, and I'm traveling now, and I'm about to start a project. You better come to Maine and meet me, girl. You better come to Maine and meet me in Maine, hopefully in September. Well, I really want to come to Maine, but funds. So, but I'm about to start a project next week, and I'm going to tell you guys about it later. But
sounds good.
Well, Nate, I got Gwen. We used to. Oh, of course, Lauren. You put up a lot of shit.
The answer to your question is no.
No, I got your question. No, I got a different one for you. A different one for you, you bad. No, it's not. No, you cocksucker. Where do you? Okay, and you've been a guest for so long. You have been talking to me for fucking years, ever since Ross did it with Paranormal King Radio out of Quebec.
Yep.
How do you feel finally that you have your own radio / podcast / show? You like it?
Be honest?
Yeah.
It makes no difference to me.
You love it though. You had a wall back here.
Don't let him talk.
I got a wall of all the shows I've been on as co-host. I print out the pictures. You love it, dude. You're good at it.
Oh, you've seen the pictures. You've seen them.
I'm on there a couple times. Yeah, I'm on there a couple times.
3. But for
me, you need another wall.
For me, it makes no difference. Like, I didn't get into the paranormal to make a profit. I didn't get into the paranormal to make a name for myself. I have this, I'm not going to say unfortunate aspect of I've made a name for myself that, to be honest, sometimes is overwhelming.
Fair. But you built yourself up like that.
I've got to take it with the punches.
But you don't brag about things. Nate didn't talk about, and I shouldn't even bring this up since it's hardcore, that haunted doll that you've had kept up for years in that fucking box that you brought.
We're not going to talk about Ian.
I'm just saying.
I want Ian. He won't give him to me. I don't understand.
Boast about him. He's a sketchy little fucker. I love you, Ian.
Adam has seen Ian firsthand.
I may have had a chill or two down my spine. What of it? I pissed my pants once or twice. It's fine.
Yeah, but let me tell you, Adam has seen Ian firsthand, and I think Adam can agree. The energy that comes off of that object is something that it takes a special person to handle. Am I wrong, Adam?
I took the short bus in school, so I can handle it. I'm special.
But am I wrong on that?
I did too. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You're never wrong. Not on purpose, anyway. No.
I'm still eating.
Sometimes I'm wrong on purpose too, just because I want to.
Well, when you're being a jokey dick, yeah. When you're having fun, so.
All right, Nate. Look at your clock. Look at your clock. You got that.
All right. Any more questions you got for me, guy?
I'm watching it. I'm watching it.
All right.
So, Adam, there is a typical conversation that I have at the end of every podcast.
It's never typical. We'll go ahead.
So, number one, you have a bucket list location that you have never been to. It could be here in America. It could be abroad.
Ooh.
What location are you visiting?
Number one is the Promised Land, Italy. I'm Italian. I'd love to go to Colosseum, Rome, even Vampire Island.
I need one.
It's gonna be that in New Orleans. But yeah, nope. definitely Italy.
I need one. I need.
It's specifics. Italy. It's Italy for sure.
Okay, can you name me a specific location?
Gotta be Calabria. That's where my great grandmother was from.
So we got Calabria. I'm good with that. Okay. You have one person that you can bring with you that is alive or dead, doesn't matter. Anyone that's ever been involved in the paranormal, who are you bringing with you?
Oh, you bastard. I was going to say my mom, but I love Heather. I'm going to say oh, man. I'm going to say Heather. That girl's my ride or die. That girl has put up with me when I was homeless and half dead. Heather, Kim, and Needy, Wishing Life Guide. Heather. Okay, so we got, I want to make sure I'm pronouncing this correctly. We got Calabria. Yeah. Calabria. We got Heather. You can only bring one piece of equipment with you. Oh,
nothing else.
Oh, yeah.
It could be a notebook. It can be a voice recorder. What are you bringing with you and why? I'm going to say it probably going to be either my phone or recorder. I want to record it. Not so much for YouTube, but for memory. Record it for a home video. Is that fair? So I'd say a phone or something where I can really record it. I'll go Facebook Live, all that shit, but I want to record it. I want to look back 20 years from now and go, I remember when I walked the streets. Record. A recording instrument. Is that fair? That's fair. That's fair. Okay. I like that answer. And Adam, I know we're running low on time here. Fun. I am kind of a time Nazi, but if you wouldn't mind hanging out in the background. Yeah. I'll talk to you in a few minutes, but this is an amazing show. And let me tell you, brother, I thank you so much for coming on. And I'm so excited. This whole thing came full circle, that I was your first, I guess you could say, guest host, and I was the first show on your show. You were gentleman. And now you're on my show. It was a blast. Nate Elwell, Gwen Jones, the network you're on, the podcast, everything. You guys have been so great. This was fun. I'm going to recommend you everybody share the shit out of it. So thank you both. Thank you. No, thank you. So if you wouldn't mind hanging out in the background for a few minutes, I think Gwen's got a few ads she's got to run.
I actually don't, believe it or not. Most of the things. No, but I will tell you this. I'm about to be involved in a project, and I will be poking it out there next week, but I'm going to tell you about it later. So everybody watch out. Starting next week, there's going to be some new stuff going on, and I'm involved in it, and it's going to be fun. I think you guys will enjoy it. He's in the back waiting on you. So finish it up.
Oh, my bad. Like, I didn't realize we're still in the show. Guys, that is my bad. But everybody, this was the Paranormal Unveiled podcast. Tonight, our guest was Adam Began. And look, go and follow him. Historically Haunted Vodcast, Historically Haunted Booking LLC. I was his first client. And if you're anyone out there looking to get your name out, that's the place you need to go if you do not have your name out there already.
All right. Everybody have a good night.
Join us next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.